everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Tuesday Tips here with the Nix team at Nix & Associates Real Estate. Of course, you see it's not just me in the video this week, which I'm excited about.
I'm back. It's Danny.
So what we wanted to do today is really, again, just make sure that you know what's going on within the residential market, but also, just like I told you about last week, we are going to launch having the commercial corner. So that's going to be a separate video series starting next week where you're going to really get a deeper dive into what's going on with commercial. But for today, hang in there because we're going to do residential first and then I'll turn it over to Danny. Again, just like we do every single week, we are pulling statistics for residential in Charlotte County specifically. Even though we service from Bradenton to Naples, we end up actually, because our office is located here, just to be consistent with the numbers, sharing that again in the residential category just here specifically. So the last 7 days here in Charlotte County, according to our local MLS, we've only had 105 new listings. We've also had 191 pending sales, which means the buyer and seller come to terms on the agreement by signing off on the offer. And then we've had 143 sold properties. So just like we talk about real estate is cyclical, and the last week of the month, which of course is next week, is where you start to see the majority of the sales for the month fall because people want to close ahead of a holiday, which is coming, and want to be able to close in time for the weekend to be able to move. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Danny, but just remember that you can reach out to the residential department at 941-993-8698 for anything that you need. Take it away, Danny.
Everybody, it is so good to be back talking with you today. And I would like to start by saying in church this last Sunday, we talked about the power of perspective. And when COVID first started, the perspective was commercial is dead. Nothing's going to happen with it. Well, let me tell you, it is not that story right now. It is moving like crazy. When I pulled the numbers through CoStar, office, now that is our Debbie Downer. It's negative 46% over last year. It's kind of to be expected. Everyone's trying to figure out what are they going to do with their staff? Do we need more room? Do we need less room? So the good part is it's selling at $109 per square foot average in our community. Then we get to industrial. Industrial for the quarter is up 34.7%. And when we look into what Q3 is looking like, it's looking even better. But in Q2, it was selling at an average of $84 per square foot. Retail, we've had a lot of that coming in. Did a lot of leases in the community for new businesses. Retail is at 27.9% growth over last year. And it's averaging $181 per square foot when we sell it. The big mover and shaker, though, is multifamily. Multifamily, surprise, surprise, is up 255% over last year for Q2, and it's looking even better for Q3. It's averaging $117,969 per unit when it's on the market. So right now is a great time for you to consider giving us a call to have a conversation with you about your asset, or to give us a call so we can help you find that perfect place for your location. You can always reach me at 941-724-0080. Me and Don Tottingham would love to help you in any way we can find that perfect place for your business and for your investment needs. Have an amazing day, and I wouldn't be able to say this without saying, go Dogs.
Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you next week.